Okay, so this particular critical path tries to give us the the lesser cost. Yeah, I'm recording the class. Just started recording, ma. Okay, so it helps us to reduce the cost and also avoid the extra time associated with certain activities. So if we avoid them, obviously the time and cost both are reduced. So that is what this critical path helps us to do. So first, as usual, we have the first column are normal activities A to M, and the second row, okay, second row are the predecessor activities which are associated with them. So first let us draw the network. So A is not having any predecessor. So obviously we know A 1 to 2 is A without any predecessor. Then A is giving rise to B. A is giving rise to B. Okay, so now A is not having any predecessor. So from A, it is giving rise to B. A is giving rise to B. This is one thing. A is also giving rise to D. So that is one more thing. A is giving rise to D. And then we don't have E. Okay. So B will just go. I just ignored this because first I wanted to complete A, whatever activities which are A is the predecessor. So let us go back. D is giving rise to C. D is giving rise to C, and when I go back, E is giving rise to F, but we don't have E. Okay, D is giving rise to E. I missed that. D is giving rise to E, and E is giving rise to F. E is giving rise to F. And there is also one more activity without any predecessor. Okay, so that is simple. I can take this as G. That means it is also starting from initial position only. If you see, girls, G is not having any predecessor and J is also not having any predecessor. Simple, they're all starting from node 1. Blindly, you can take that way. Okay, then after this, I reference G is giving rise to H. So where my number is? So G is giving rise to H, and J and H. Oh, fine. Okay. So I'll just modify this particular position. I'll just show J here. J and H are giving rise to, this is J, and J and H together are giving rise to I. So this number can be 7 and this is I. And J and H are giving rise to I, and this is done. A is giving rise to K. So where can I include? So A, girls, are you following the network or I'm just going on and telling?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
A is giving rise to K. Fine. A is giving rise to K, and C and K are together are giving rise to L. This is C. C, K together are giving rise to, what is this number? 8. They both are giving rise to L. And I and L together are giving rise to M. This is I. This is L. I and L together are giving rise to M. The number is 9. Now, if you see, girls, after this, there is no more. There are no more. Activities. With M, we are just exhausting. So now, if you see, there are two activities. There are two events which are not ending with a node. There must be a starting. Any network must start with a node and also end with a node. Very simple. Whatever are left out, join together and conclude it with a node. That is one more rule we need to follow. Earlier in our earlier examples, there was no network which is like always they are starting and ending with a node. But now, as there are two, earlier it was only one activity which was ending. So obviously I used to write it, but now there are two. If this way, if they are occurring, if there are two leaves, we can call them as leaves or activities or events which are left out, you need to close them with a node. So this is how your network is being constructed with the help of the predecessor activities. Now, what are these? These numbers are duration. If you see, if you go back to the question, those duration, these are in days. Okay, simple. Wherever there is an activity, that means activity A is taking 6 days, activity B is taking 4 days, activity C is taking 7 days. Okay, activity D is taking 2 days, E 4 days, F 10 days, like that we need to understand. So that is what they are trying to inform. So now wherever there is that, now A is taking 6 days, I'm just writing 6 near A. You just saw, I just wrote 6 near A. B is taking 4, go for B, 4. And C is taking 7. C is taking 7. So wherever C is there, just write 7 number there. D is taking 2 days. So where did we have D? So it is 2. And E is taking 4 days. E 4. F is taking 10 days. So this is the new element in critical path method, girls. The duration must be associated with the activity. G is taking 2 days. Wherever G is there, just write 2. Okay. H is taking 10 days. Where do we have H? Here. H is taking 10 days. I is taking, activity I is taking 6 days. And J is taking 13 days. Where is J? Yeah, here. It is taking 13 days. And K is taking 9 days. Where is K? It is taking 9 days. And L is taking 3 days. And M is taking 5 days. So this is how these are the durations first I wrote. Okay, girls, are you clear till this particular step? Any doubt? What did I do? First, we just constructed the network, like how using the rules of how we construct the network. After constructing the network, I just wrote the associated durations of each activity near that. Wherever there is A, I wrote that respective duration, B, that respective duration, C, that respective duration, and so on. So that is how all the activities are having their duration. Now near every node, there will be two durations, earliest time. Near every node, there will be two durations, earliest time and latest time. Okay, so how I represent them? How I represent them? So now if you see, for every node, the nodes I'm speaking about, for every node, there are two durations, earliest and latest times. Earliest and latest times. So I try to represent near the node with this form of a rectangle. Earliest time comes here and latest time comes here. What are they? I'll let you know while we are proceeding and constructing the network. We will let you know. So earliest is nothing as the duration, obviously the days. Now if you see our duration is in days, don't forget that. Okay, for every node I need to draw this rectangle. This is for 2, for 6, for 7, okay, for 8, for node 3, for node 4, node 5, node 9, and node 10. Okay, so now obviously it is the first node because it is the initial node. I try to call it start the earliest time. Earliest time I try to call it to be as 0. Okay, now just as we are proceeding further, try to check the arrowheads, girls. Okay, so now after this, if from here there are 3 arrows which are going on, yes or no? there are three arrows which are going on. Now one arrow is going to node 6. So just for a node check, if there is only one arrowhead, no problem, directly you can add it. If there are multiple arrowheads, there is one more scenario. Now if you see 0, the duration to reach the complete this activity is 2 days. 0 plus 2, so the earliest time is 2. Okay, understood? 0 plus 2, the earliest time is 2. For this arrowhead is giving us a duration of 2 days, so it is 2. When I go after this, if I want to continue from 6, we are going to node 7. It is taking 10 days, but there are 2 arrowheads. When there are 2 arrowheads, whatever is the maximum duration, I need to take that. So this duration is giving 2 plus 10, it is giving 12. Okay, girls. So let me see what is the other arrowhead giving. 0, it is directly going to node 7. So 0 plus the duration is 13. It is 0 plus 13. It is 13. Okay. Out of 13 and 12, 13 is maximum. So I write 13. When there are 2 arrowheads, I need to write the maximum value. Okay, girls. So again, I'll repeat, 2 plus 10, it is 12, and 0 plus 13, it is 13. So out of 12 and 13, it is 13 is the maximum value. So we take that. Okay, now, so the maximum arrow, whichever, if there are multiple arrowheads, the maximum value, we need to write it. Okay, now again, if I go back here, 13 plus 6, the next node, if I go, 13 plus 6 is giving us 19. Okay, but there is also one more arrowhead. Let me check what is this arrowhead giving rise to. So when I come reverse, there is no value here. When I come reverse, there is also no value here. So first we will assign for 2. So if you see 2, 0, the arrowhead is giving a duration of 6. So 0 plus 6, it is 6. And from here, if I come to node 3, 6 plus 4, it is 10. One arrowhead, no problem, girls. 6 plus 2, it is giving rise to 8. And 8 plus 4 is giving rise to 12. And 12 plus 10, okay, this here again 2 arrowheads. We'll complete the other part. So now if you see near 8, again there are 2 arrowheads. One is 6 plus 9, which is giving us 15. Okay, and the other duration, 10 plus 7, it is giving us 17. So obviously 17 is the maximum value. So I am taking that here. Again near 9, there are 2 arrowheads. 17 plus 3, it is 20. And 13 plus 6, it is 19. So 20 is the maximum duration. So I am writing 20 days there. Okay. So now 20 plus 5 is giving us 25. And 12 plus 10 is giving us 22. So 25 is the maximum duration. So whatever is coming here as the earliest time, the first node and last node, the both will be same, girls. 25 and 25 and 0 and 0. So now with this particular thing, we can say the project is taking 25 days. The project is taking, they just gave for each activity different durations, girls, but there is no conclusion to say how many days the project is trying to take. But according to the current scenario, when I calculated earliest times, I still didn't calculate latest times, which is the second half of the box. Okay, so the earliest time is giving us 25 days as the duration of the project. So now come back to the latest. Now, while proceeding further, we took arrowheads, right? Now, when I'm going back, I need to consider the tails. Now we need to avoid heads. We need to consider tails. Now, as I told you, the earliest and latest times of first node and last node both will be, they will be the same. Earlier it was 0, so latest also 0. Earliest we came out to be 25, so the latest is also 25. So now come back, 10 goes to 9. 9 is having single tail. Ignore, though there are multiple arrowheads, ignore that, only tail. So now minus, while proceeding, I added. Now when I'm going reverse, I need to subtract. So 25 minus 5, it is 20. Okay, come from 9, go to 7, single tail. Single tail, again, no problem. Multiple tails only, there will be an issue. So 20 minus 6, it is 14. Okay, and go back to 6, it is also having a single tail. So 14 minus 10 gives rise to you as 4. And Now from 6 we are going to node 1. Anyhow it is 0. I'll tell you how we arrived at 0. Now come from node 9. From 20 we'll go to 8, which is having a single tail. Okay, so 20 minus 3 gives us 17. Okay, so now again after this 17 minus 7, node 3 is having a single tail. So 17 minus 7 gives us 10. Okay, that is one thing. When I go to 2, there are multiple tails, so all durations I need to bring. I'll go back here because 5 and 4 we will complete. So 25 minus 10, it is 15, single tail, so no issue. And 15 minus 4, it is 11. So this is how. Now see girls, when it is tail, when it is head, we took the maximum value. When it is tail, we need to pick the minimum value. Simple, the exact opposite of it. When it is head, we are adding them. When it is a tail, we are subtracting them. So that is how complete opposites. So you see 11, there are 3 tails. So 3 values are getting out of 3, whichever is minimum, that will be the latest at node 2. So 11 minus 2, it is 9. One tail is giving 9. 10 minus 4, it is 6. One is 9, one is 6. And the third tail is 17 minus 9, it is also 6. So 2 tails are giving you 6. So 6 is the minimum one. We are taking that. Now come to node 1 also, there are 3 tails. See how we got 0. 4 minus 2 is 2. One tail is giving 2. Okay, 14 minus 13 is giving us 1. 6 minus 6 is giving us 0. So 0, 1 and 2, out of those 3, minimum is 0. So obviously 0 is the value. Okay girls, so this is how for every node we need to find out the earliest time and the latest time in critical path method. So now how I arrive at critical path? Wherever there is earliest and latest time, that you need to show a double line for that. Okay, now if you see 0 and 0 both are same and 6 and 6 both are same. So draw a double line here. Okay, so that is how one part. And now come to the next one. If I see 6, it is having different duration, 7 different durations. 8 is having same duration, 3 is also having same duration. So there are 2 critical paths for this. So girls, 1 to 2, 2 to 8, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 8. So wherever, if you see how I got them is, wherever the nodes are having earliest and latest times equal. So those I am just considering those nodes and path. Okay, so now this I cannot consider this. And now come to 4, I cannot consider this, I cannot consider this. From 8, if you see, it is directly 9, which is having earliest and latest times same, and 9 is giving to 10. Now I cannot consider this path. This is not having earliest and latest equal, so this will not come into my duration. So now if you see my critical path, I have 2 critical paths, 1 to 2 to 8 to 9 and 10. One path, 1 to 2 to 3 to 8, 9 and 10. So this is the critical path. So if they follow this path, the project, so if you see, these are all unavoiding activities. So in order to reduce cost, only if they follow the critical path, duration as well as the activities, the project will be completed very, very fast in 25 days time. Understood? Any doubt in this? Are you all clear? Vasundhara, take attendance.
Okay, ma'am.
Are you all clear with this, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, while we are considering heads, we are calculating the first part, then we need to take maximum value, no, ma'am?
Yeah. When I'm going further, when I'm going from starting to finish, see the direction. Start is obviously 1 and finish is obviously 10. When I'm going from start to finish, first I need to consider arrowheads. Okay, if near the node there is only one arrowhead, just add with the earliest time of the previous node with the duration on the activity, like 0 plus 2 and give the time as earliest. Okay. And if there are multiple arrowheads, give the maximum duration. When I am going reverse from finish to start, obviously the reverse, subtract the durations if there is a single tail. If there are multiple tails, subtract, follow the same rule of subtracting, but try to pick the minimum duration and write it near the latest time.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, ma'am.
As I have only 4 minutes, I'll continue the problem again. Vasundhara, did you take attendance?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Girls, join in 5 minutes, girls.
Okay, ma'am.
So just see, my board is not sufficient, so it is very clumsy. Okay, so now when you see in the question, they are asking us, draw an arrow diagram for this project. If you have the material, you can read it. So what they're asking first thing, draw an arrow diagram for the project, which we already have done. This is the arrow diagram for the project. Okay, then indicate the critical path. So we indicated the critical path. So simple, in exam, obviously you are not supposed to use colors and all. With pencil also you can indicate the critical path. It is just the double line. Normally one line anyhow we draw it. If I draw a stroke of second line, so that itself is nothing but the critical path. Okay. And third thing what they ask, for each non-critical activity, find the total float and free float. So this is how a critical path method question critically looks like. Okay, they ask this way. Obviously, they'll ask us to draw the network. Certain times they'll also mention find out the earliest and the latest times, which you already know. Earliest and latest times are nothing but these things. Okay, don't get confused. What are they? And then we are also supposed to find out the total float and free float. So it is very simple. The non-critical activities. Okay, so these are the non-critical activities, girls. Fine. These are the non-critical activities. You can see them. That means which are not falling under the critical path. 1 to 6, 6 to 7, 1 to 7, 7 to 9. All this. 5 to 10, 4 to 5, 2 to 4. All these are the non-critical activities which I just mentioned. Okay, and my numbering is also same, because I need to erase the diagram, so that is the reason. Fourth problem.
Ma'am, numbering is a bit different.
Obviously, numbering is different, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, using duration, I'll just identify. I'll just take this network. Using duration, I'll identify. I'm erasing this part, girls. Okay. If you're having network with you, you just keep it in front of you, because I can't show it on the board right now because of space. I need to construct the table. So these are duration 4 and 10. So now start and finish. Very simple. These are the non-critical activities. So start represents the heads of the. So girls, as I wrote it 1 to 6. Now if you see 1 to 6, there is also other term. This is called head and this is called tail. Okay, this is called head and this is called tail. Why? I'll give these formulas later. When I give the formula of these later, you will understand why I mentioned head and tail. Okay, so now on the start means, again, this is also called a start of every node and finish of every node. Try to understand that. I took start and finish. Start means the head, finish means the tail. Okay, that also you try to understand. Start means the head, finish means the tail for every activity. So for start, if I am taking, okay, if I'm taking start on 1, if I go back on 1, the earliest time is what E represents. On 1, the earliest time is obviously 0. On node 1, the earliest time is obviously 0. Okay, now when I come to the next non-critical activity, okay, the earliest time is obviously 13. If I'm correct or wrong, the network what I just drew, it is 13. Again 1 to 7 on start, 1 to 7. 1 to 7, it is 0. 1 is obviously head and it is 0, starting and it is 0. Now comes to 7 to 9. 6 to 7 and 7 to... Where is that one, ma? I'll just erase this. Okay. I think this is 7 earlier here. So 7 to 9, the earliest time on 7 it is 13. No. Okay, girls, I'll go with the notebook. Better, it is so confusing. I'll just avoid that particular network because what I shared, I'll just go with this. I'll just write the non-critical activities 1 to 4, 4 to 7. 1 to 4, the duration is 13. 1 to 4, the duration is 13. 4 to 7, the duration is 6. The duration is 6. And then the next one, 7 to 10 is critical path. Then 1 to 3, 3 to 4, one more. And the next non-critical activity is 2 to 8. 1 to 3 it is 2, and 3 to 4 it is 10, 2 to 8 it is 2, 8 to 9 it is 4, and 9 to 10. Okay, these are the non-critical activities according to the network what I shared you in the notes. Okay, in order to, because I erased that network so of space and all, so try to understand. So on 1 obviously it is 0. Now go back to 4. On 4 the earliest time is 13. On 1 to 3 1 0. On 3 to 4 3, the earliest time is 2. And on 2 to 8 the head is 2, so it is 6. The earliest time is 6. On 8 and 8 to 9, 8. The earliest time is 8. And 9 to 10, the earliest time is 12. Now, this is how. Now, in order to find out the latest, very simple, girls, add the duration. 0 plus 13. 13. You can write it here. Latest is nothing but. Okay. Latest is nothing but earliest plus duration. Simple. You can write this equation at the bottom. So that is how I'm just getting. So 6 plus 13, it is 19. 2 plus 0, 2. 10 plus 2, 12. And 2 plus 6, 8. 4 plus 8, 12. And 10 plus 12, 22. Fine, girls. Why are we calculating? We don't know. They are asking just to find out total float, free float, independent float. That is the method for critical path, and we are doing it. Now for finish, in order to minimize your process, finish is nothing but the tail. Whatever the tails are there, or the, as per this mentioned, the finishes of these non-critical activities we are going to consider. So for finish, you need to write the latest times on these particular things. 4, 7, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, whatever is the latest. So on node 4, the latest time is 14. Okay. On node 7, the latest time is 20. On node 3, the latest time is 4. On node 4, the latest time is 14. On node 8, the latest time is 11. On node 9, the latest time is 15. And on node 10, the latest time is 25. So same formula, in order to find out earliest, what is the formula, how it gets reversed? Earliest, latest minus duration. The same formula, you're just going to subtract the duration. Vasundhara, take attendance now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so now if you see the duration, subtract the duration. 14 minus 13, it is 1. 20 minus 6, it is 14. 4 minus 2, it is 2. And 14 minus 10, 4. 11 minus 2, 9. 15 minus 4, 11. 25 minus 10, 25 minus 10, 15. So this is how you need to find out the starts and finish of the earliest and the latest times. Girls, I'm writing the formula at the bottom. You also can make a note. This formula I used for start. This formula I used for finish. Okay, this formula for start and this formula for finish. Hello. Yeah, who is this? Yeah, okay. Now we have three formula, girls. Total float. You can make a note if you're taking a notes. It is mod of earliest minus earliest or latest minus latest. Anyway, it is correct. Value is also same. Total float, TF stands for, this I mentioned as TF. TF stands for total float. So total float earliest minus earliest or latest minus latest. Free float, FF stands for free float. Okay, it is total float minus head slack. What is that head slack? I'll let you know. Total float minus head slack. Independent float, IF stands for independent float. Okay. Free float minus tail slack. Okay. Free float minus tail slack. So these are the formulae which I am going to use. Now first I am taking total float. So here only we have earliest or latest, any difference, and mod. Mod means negative, positive is not considered. But free float and independent float, there is no mod, I didn't mention it. So carefully write the formulae for your further purpose. So now simple, see the difference, girls. 0 minus 1, it is 1. 13 minus 14, 1. 0 minus 2, 2. 2 minus 4, 2. 6 minus 9, 3. And 8 minus 11, 3. And 12 minus 15, 3. So this is how I calculated total float, earliest minus earliest or latest minus latest. Are you clear with this? Now this little confusing part is, what is this head slack? Okay, so total float anyhow I have. Head means obviously, what did I tell? All these are heads. The starting elements are heads. On those nodes, slack represents, slack is nothing but the difference of earliest minus latest on head. Now there is on head, if I go back, on 1, we have 0 and 0. Earliest and latest times on node 1 are 0 and 0. So the difference is 0. So 1 minus 0, it is 1. On head 4, we have 13 and 14 as the latest and earliest times, girls. So 13 minus 14, the difference is 1. So 1 minus 1, it is 0. Did you understand, girls? Total float value we already have. Now come back to 1. On 1, the head, 1 is the head, and earliest and latest times are 0. So 2 minus 0, it is 2. On node 3, the earliest and latest times are 2 and 4. So 2 and 4, the difference of 2 and 4 is 2. Girls, for this problem, I was not able to show you the network. For next problem, I'll avoid this situation. I'll show the network and calculate the values simultaneously. Okay, in order to avoid the confusion. So on node 3, there are 2 and 4. Okay. And so difference is 2. So 2 minus 2, it is 0. On node 2, the slack is 0. So 3 minus 0, it is 3. On node 8, the slack is 3. So 3 minus 3, it is 0. On node 9, the slack is 3. 3 minus 3, it is 0. So that is how we are getting it. Same way, tail slack, all these are tails. These are all tails. Free float is already here. Now go to node 4. The slack is 1. So 1 minus 1, it is 0. On node 7, the slack is 0. 0 minus 0, 0. On node 3, the slack is 2. 2 minus 2, 0. On node 4, the slack is 1. So 0 minus 1, it is minus 1. So see, girls, there will be negative value in free float or independent float. On node 8, the slack is 3. 3 minus 3, 0. On node 9, the slack is 3. 0 minus 3, minus 3. On node 10, the slack is 0. So 0 minus 0, 0. So this is how total float and independent float we calculated. Okay, girls, this is one problem of critical path method. Okay, now this is the fifth problem. Same way we will also find for this problem also we will find out the critical path. We'll first construct the network, critical path, and total float, free float, and independent float for the non-critical activities. One more example on this. Okay, girls. So now this is the network, which is according to your material what I shared. Okay. So now you can see I just wrote the first column. First row is about the activities. Second row predecessor activities. Third row is duration. Okay. So I'm constructing the network. A is not having any predecessor, so it is starting from 1 to 2. Okay, and then A is giving rise to B. A is giving rise to B. B is giving rise to C. B is giving rise to C, and C is giving rise to D. Okay, and A is also giving rise to E. A is giving rise to E. E is giving rise to F, G, and H. E is giving rise to F, G, and H. Girls, are you following the network?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, you just interrupt me.
Okay, ma'am.
H and L are giving rise to I, but we don't have L. As per the network, whatever we have drawn till now, we don't have L. So we'll get back to it when we get L. Then K is giving rise to J, but we don't have K. See this one, D, F, and G are giving rise to K. So D is here. I'll write the number, this one. So now if you see F and G are becoming parallel activities, girls. So you all know already that from same node, we must avoid this kind of situation. If you remember, we need to avoid this kind of situation. Yes. So F and G, if I draw, it will be the same. So in order to avoid such kind of situation, I'm just introducing a dummy for G. Okay. So G will be acting as the dummy, and F directly comes from node 5 to 6. Okay, girls, F is directly coming from node 5 to 6, but G, in order to avoid the parallel situation, I'm just keeping that. And so D, F, G are giving rise to K. Now I have K here. So K, because I avoided earlier, there was no K. So K is giving rise to J. K is giving rise to J. And J is giving rise to L. J is giving rise to L. Now earlier we had L, which we just ignored it. Okay, so here we have H. No, I'm just drawing a line here. H and L, this is L. So H and L are giving rise to I. This is mine, and this is giving rise to I. Okay, that is what I just wanted to show. And I think H and L is done. K, D, F, G, J is giving rise to L is done. H, okay. J is giving, H and L together are giving rise to M. So, okay. Here also they are giving, H and L are giving rise to I, H and L are also giving rise to M. Again, I told you we can't leave them open, girls. We need to conclude them with a thing. I mean with a node. So what I'll do, I'll again insert a dummy. They are again parallel activities. So my dummy will be this one. I can I'll name it as 10. So from here, M can be acting as a dummy. So this is M, this dummy is M, and this dummy is G. Okay, girls. But always, why I don't write here is the duration of dummy is always 0. The duration of dummy is always 0. Remember that. I can't take it as a, though if I write letter there, again I need to include the durations there. So see the network, I just put it on my board. So now we'll start. First, we'll take the durations. A is 14, B is 4, C is 2, D is 1. The durations I'm just writing, D is 1, E is 2, E's duration is 2, F's duration is 3, G is 2, H is 4. Okay, so these are the durations as of now. I's duration is 3, I is having a duration 3, and J is having a duration 12, K is 4, L is 2, and M is also 2. I think we are done with the duration. Now the next step is finding out the earliest and the latest times. First, I'll adjust the space for these boxes. I think all nodes I covered. Okay, so for 1, as I told you, it will be always 0. Now pay attention, girls. Now when I go to node 2, only single arrowhead. So 0 plus 14, it is 14. Node 3, single arrowhead. 14 plus 4, it is 18. Node 4, single arrowhead. 18 plus 2, it is 20. Node 6, multiple arrowheads. Ignore. Go back to the network where we need to. Node 5, single arrowhead. 14 plus 2, which is 16. Okay. Then comes node 7. There is a single arrowhead. 16 plus 2, which is 18. Okay. And then come to node 9. Single arrowhead. 16 plus 4, which is 20. This is how. No. Node 9 is having multiple arrowheads, girls. One arrowhead is from here and the other arrowhead. So I can't write it. So till now, again, I'll go to node 6. I think 3 arrowheads duration, we got it. 20 plus 1. 20 plus 1 is 21. 1 arrowhead is giving that duration. Second arrowhead, 16 plus 3, it is 19, other duration. Third arrowhead is giving us 18 plus 0 is 18. So 21 is the maximum duration. I'm writing 21 on node 6. From node 6, we are going to 7 with single arrowhead. 21 plus 4, it is 25. Then from node 25, node 7 is giving to 8, which is again single arrowhead. 25 plus 12, it is 37. Okay, from 8, now you can see from 8, we are going to node 9 and also this one. So 16 plus 4, it is 21 side, and 37 plus 2 is 39. So 39 is the maximum value. Okay, then comes 39. From 9, we are going to 10. So 39 plus 2, 41 near node 10 with single arrowhead. And node 11 is having 2 arrowheads. 41 plus 0 is 1 arrowhead, which is 41. And 39 plus 3 is the other arrowhead, which is giving 42, the maximum value. Are you understanding? Did you follow? Any doubt in this representation?
No, ma'am.
Earliest times, this is how we calculated. Now go reverse. The latest times, node 10. If I go to node 10, there is single tail. So 42 minus 0, it is 42 only. Now come to node 9. Node 9 is having 2 tails, girls. See how we will, the minimum value. One value is 42 minus 2, which is 40. The other value is, the other tail is from 42 minus 3, which is 39. So 39 and 40 are the 2 times we got at node 9. So the minimum one we need to write, so which is 39. And now come back to node 8, single tail. Okay, so the duration, the latest time on node 9 is 39. So 39 minus 2, it is 37 near node 8. Okay, now come back, 8 goes to 7. So 7, same thing, single tail, 37 minus 12, it is 25. Okay, node 6, single tail, 25 minus 4, 21. Now, node 4, single tail, 21 minus 1, 20. And node 3, single tail, 20 minus 2, 18. Okay. Node 2 are having 2 tails. So I need to go and build up the other tail values also. Now come to node 7. I think 6 is done. So 7. So 6 is having 21. So 21 minus 0, it is 21 only, no change. From node 7, if I go to node 5, there are 3 tails. See the 3 durations, what are we getting? One duration 39 minus 4, it is 35. Okay. The other duration 29 minus 2, it is 19. The other duration 21 minus 3, it is 18, I think so. So the smallest one is 18. So I'm writing 18 near node 5. Okay. From there node 2, now again 2 durations, 18 minus 2, it is 16. And 18 minus 4, it is 14. So the smallest is 14. And obviously that is 0. Now see the path where earliest and latest times are matching. And that you need to mark it as critical path. So you see from 1 to 2, it is a critical path. 2 to 5, I can't make it a critical path because they are unequal. Okay, so 2 to 3, then 3 to 4, then 4 to 6. The rest all are not critical paths, girls. See, you can see 5 is not critical path. 7 is not critical. Okay, 7 I wrote twice. Let me modify this number. The entire numbering changes, girls. As I wrote 8 here. This I'll make it 12. This is 11. This is 10. Okay. And this I'll make it as 9. Okay. Fine. Okay. So now if you see 6 to 7 critical path and 7 to 8 critical path. This is how we are coming at the critical path. And now 8 to 10 is the critical path. 8 to 10 is the critical path and 10 to 12 is the critical path. Now when I write it, maybe the figure I wrote it at the bottom only to get space here, girls. So now if you see the duration is 42 weeks. Okay. And the critical path is 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 6, 7, 8, 10 and 12. This is the critical path. Okay, girls, am I clear?
Ma'am, when we construct the diagram, it's important, like however we go, we have to reach from the starting point to the end point.
Yes. Yes. I didn't get you, Asima. What is your doubt?
Ma'am, when we are constructing the critical path, so it is however important, like we'll always get same values in a way, means from the first to the last node we'll
Yes,
have
yes,
certain
exactly.
nodes which will have same number.
Yes. Compulsory we will get a critical path, and always the critical path goes from starting to ending only.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Fine. So now we got the critical path, we got the duration as 42 weeks. Now these duration, earlier it was in days, now it is in weeks, girls. So the complete project can be completed if we follow this particular critical path within 42 weeks. Now we will see what happens to the earliest, later, I mean, you know, the total float, free float and independent float for non-critical activities. Okay. So now both are there. In book, whatever I wrote is according to the time I solved, girls. This is the thing which we solved. So the numbering will be changing. The network will be same if you observe. The numbering will be changing only because in what way we are taking at that point of time spontaneously. Now the non-critical activities I'm marking, one is 2 to 5 and the other one is 5 to 6 and 5 to 9. Okay, and 5 to 10. That is one thing. And then comes 6 to 7. Okay. Sorry, 6 to 7 is the critical activity. Where which one I missed it out? 5 to 10, 5 to 9, 5 to 9 and 9 to 6 is missing. 5 to 6 is there. 5 to 9, 9 to 6. 5 to 10 is there, and 10 to 11, 11 to 12. Even certain times the dummy activity can also come in critical path, girls. It is not always, it will not come. Even dummy activity can also come in critical path. So this is one thing. The durations we will just make a note. From 2 to 5 it is 2. From 5 to 6 it is 3. 5 to 9 it is 2. And 5 to 10 it is 4. 9 to 6 it is 0 as it is a dummy activity. 10 to 11 it is 2. And 11 to 12 it is 0 as it is a dummy activity. Now we will just write the earliest times on starting time. Starts, as I told you, 2 to 5 start is always the left side. So on 2 the earliest time is 14. On 5 the earliest time is 16. So all these are all 5s, though they will be same. On 9 the earliest time is 18. On 10 the earliest time is 39. On 11 the earliest time is 41. So what did I tell you? For this, our formula is, in order for start, the formula is for L, it is nothing but E plus D. D is nothing but duration. This is D, for your understanding. So 2 plus 14 is 16, 19, 18, 20, 18, 41 and 41. Okay. Now same thing for finish, all the finish nodes on the activity. For that you need to take the latest times. On 5 the latest time is 18. Okay. On 6 the latest time is 21. Wherever 6 is there you can write the same value. On 9 the latest time is 21. On 10 the latest time is 39. On 11 the latest time is 42. On 12 the latest time is also 42. So simple thing for finish, the formula is earliest we need to find out. So it is the same reverse formula, L minus D. So 18 minus 2, 16. 21 minus 3, 18. 21 minus 2, 19. 39 minus 4, 35. And 21 minus 0, 21. 42 minus 2, 40. 42 minus 0, 42. So the total float, if you remember, it is mod of E minus E or mod of L minus L. Okay, so it is, so I'll just take any 2. So it is 2, 19 minus 21, 2, 18 minus 21, 3, 20 minus 39, 19, 18 minus 21, 3, 41 minus 42, 1, 41 minus 42, 1. Understood? Vasundhara, 19 girls attendance, you mark it and send me for this hour. Then free float is, now I can erase this. The formula for free float is total float minus ABBA. I made a big blunder. Yeah, I erased this network again. Okay, whatever I have, I will see. Free float is total float minus head slack, girls. Sorry, I erased the network in a flow. Okay, so now yeah. 2 to 5, the head slack is 2. So the slack is 0. On head, it is, see, if you see the slack, what I'm speaking, girls. Now in 2 to 5, the head is 2. So on head, slack is nothing but the difference of these two, the earliest and the latest times. Now 14 minus 14 is just 0. So 2 minus 0, it is 2. That is what we are trying to say. Then on 5, on node 5, the slack is 2. Okay, 16 and 18, the difference is 2. So here 2 minus 2, it is 0. 3 minus 2, it is 1. 19 minus 2, it is 17. So that is what, one more thing. On node 9, the slack is 18 and 21. It is 3. So 18 and 23 minus 3 is 0. On node 10, the slack is, on node 10, the slack is 0. 1 minus 0, it is 1. And on 11, the slack is 1. So 1 minus 1, it is 0. So that is how. Now come back to tails. Now the tails on node 5, the slack is 2. So free flow 2 minus 2, it is 0. On node 6, now node 6, the slack, I think it is on the critical path, 4 to 6. Tell me the critical path, 4 to 7, no? Okay. So it is obviously 0. So 0 minus 0, it is 0. And then, so here also it is 0. On node 9, it is, the slack is 3. So 1 minus 3, it is minus 2. So did I get minus 2 in my things? Yeah. And then on node 10, now node 10, the slack is 0. 17 minus 0, it is 17. On node 11, the slack is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. On node 12, the slack is 0. So this is how slack is nothing but the difference of the earliest and latest. If it is head, it is on head, the difference of earliest and latest on head. If it is tail, the difference of earliest and latest on tail. So this is how you need to solve a critical path method, which you will be evaluated for 12 marks. Hopefully, if you are writing a theory exam after the semester. Okay, girls, any doubt now?